Okay, we're going to talk about all the beaches that you can reach in Southern California. Let's scroll down a little bit. You can go to Carlsbad and Oceanside. There's some good waves out here, actually. There's good surf. Unfortunately, it's really far away from most people in Southern California to enjoy, and getting close to the Mexico border there, so this is about as far as I usually go. And yes, I do surf San Onofre State Beach with my dad, my brothers, and whoever else will go with me. It's a cool beach. There's big waves there and good waves there. There's a nuclear power plant, so you don't really have to paddle out. You can just grab onto the weeds that grew because of the water being slightly warmer. Weeds grew. So you're surfing over weeds, you're pulling on weeds. It's a really weedy area, but good waves. The best waves in Southern California are right here above it. Trestles. Probably like right here. Now, if you go up there, you gotta be good. You either have to be a local or a pro or a commanding badass. You don't just show up there like you're gonna catch a wave. You're not really in the lineup. That's like one of those locals only sort of situations, unless, and it's a short border thing too. It's not quite a long border situation. San Clemente's kind of cool. I've spent some time camping over here, and you can also, I think there's a Ritz-Carlton over here. It's more of a pay-to-park situation. Same with San Onofre. You're gonna pay $10. Everybody is really only about money in California, and if you don't provide it, you're gonna need to watch my guide on where to go to the beach. Now, you're allowed to go pretty much anywhere here, but these are all houses. This is the lower part of Dana Point. It's like fenced off right here, so you'll have to park in front of someone's area. Nobody really goes to the beach there. If you want to surf, I've surfed a lot in Dana Point. It's very shallow, very rocky. The waves are very small, but they're good. It's a good learning spot. Just watch out for your feet. You have to watch the rocks. You'll jump off your board and you'll cut your feet up really bad. It's all rocks. There's no sand over here. Good for rock collecting. So, let's go in a little bit closer. You're somewhat allowed to go to the beach in Dana Point. There's houses and stuff, but it's gonna start getting a little bit sticky. Okay, you got Laguna Beach right above it. We've all heard of Laguna Beach. And it has these nice little coves. These coves are badass. If you can get down into these, it's very beautiful. A little bit hard to park, not totally. I don't totally recommend it, but then again I do. I've spent a lot of time there. You just have to go there at the right time, or you're not going to be able to park, or you have to pay into the meters to park. Crystal Cove, they're going to want about $10 out of you too. They're going to call this a national park or a state park. And it's long. It really sucks. You're going to have to pay to go anywhere down there. And as you get closer to here, this is going to be more privately owned stuff. I used to work all up in here. You ain't getting down to the beach there. There's one guy that has a gate right here. You ain't getting through that gate. Oh, this is private, except for right here. There's like one little spot you could come out right here, and then there's one little spot where you can come out right here. All this, not really allowed to go into unless you come down from over here and start coming down in. So, a famous spot to surf is right here. This is the Wedge. There's actually some pretty good skimboarding spots, kind of like on A Street. So, it's gonna get real crowded in here. There's a lot of no parking. You're not really gonna get up in here without, I mean, you can kind of find some parking over here. On to Huntington Beach. I've surfed a lot at Huntington Beach. There's cliffs. I surfed the pier. It's a little bit crowded. A little bit of people think that there's somebody over there, but you don't have to be a pro to surf there. There's a bunch of jerks there too, but screw it, right? Bolsa Chica, and what's cool about Huntington is you could park on one of the streets. Bolsa Chica kind of sucks because you're going to have to pay your $10 there too. And for what? It's just a sand beach. It's the same as Huntington. Sunset Beach, packed with houses. You can park there. I've surfed it. I spent a lot of time surfing in Seal Beach, even though it's not really that great. You can surf this whole beach, or you could surf in this canal here. After that, it has to be like a hurricane coming from Mexico for the waves to break over here, due to the fact that there's a breakwater. See that? That's a jetty. And now you're into Long Beach, which is basically the Queen Mary, the ports, Terminal Island. You ain't surfing until you start hitting like way above that.